So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
And you know, Peter, it's great to see Samuel Eto'o on the team sheet. Energetic, fast, strong, a deadly finisher, and his stamina is absolutely exceptional. He just doesn't stop running.
Quite genuine African superstar.
And usually leaves you something to remember.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's opted for the long pass.
Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tries to play it through, and he plays one through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Dani Olmo. Ronaldinho, the man we've all come to watch.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rijkaard. Ronaldinho will not want to lose. Rummenigge! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And it's hoisted clear. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Out to... Can he finish? Ronaldinho. Kante cuts it out. Barcelona are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Quality ball. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Eto'o! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pass is just off target. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now that's well seen too.
There will
Dixon.
be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. He's picked his way through. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And here's Eto'o. Eto'o. Oh, real chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Danny Olmo. Poor robust challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Eto'o. Hernes, the specialist in tearing teams apart. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Batistuta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Danny Olmo. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Eto'o! He's got a goal! AC Milan are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Milan, number 17.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
De Bruyne.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Number 23.
Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Substitution in progress.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's the clearance. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Mateus pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Owen! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the
shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rummenigge, decent chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Barcelona have their second corner now. Big header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Luis Suarez. Gets through. Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Son Heung-min with the short one. He's come in hard. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Spread out to the left. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ah, such a clever touch. Cross into the box. And he's there to clear it. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Luis Suarez. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's in plenty of space here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Dani Olmo is onto this. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And no, that was never going to make it. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Luis Suarez. He gets big. Baresi gets it clear. And he's in on goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost Bergkamp! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bergkamp has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer Won't let him forget that.
Two added minutes
Bergkamp.
has been indicated.
De Bruyne. And it's Luis Suarez. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. There's the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. A header! It's in!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Just about up to the hour now. Now that's well seen too. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two. It's Bergkamp! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Belletti. Fernandez can see things others simply cannot. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's put paid to a promising move. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Looking for a runner. Oh, super find. Rummenigge! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And the counter is on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good ball, good take. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And reclaimed it in a... And the shot!
There will be 3 minutes at a
And the
time.
number on the board is 3. And it's Totti. Now it's Son Heung-min. Looking to play him in. Lofted in. Cleared without hesitation. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Oh, shooting chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Dani Olmo just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Looking for options for movement. Looking for the run. He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Ronaldinho is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Ronaldinho. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that was very necessary. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pass is just off target. Del Piero is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get...
There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Irwin. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it. That is some save from Khan! Oh, he's missed!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Barcelona can try it again now. So, third corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Rijkaard couldn't squeeze it through. Can he get it through? Del Piero! They want to be quick to recover this. And again! It's a loose ball. And Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now that looks a decent ball. That's been cut out, well played. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And this is Del Piero. He's in a great position here. Just the keeper to beat! And he shoots! Well, in he goes again! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play. It was...
And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne. Chance! We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Well, played right into his path. It's in! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be... Takes a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Hazard. And it's De Bruyne. He's a sharp little ball here. 60 minutes played. That is a great pick out. He's one-on-one! Great chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Drives it, and another try! Yes! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
Real chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is judged, surely! Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So their 4th corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Dani Olmo ploughing through the middle. And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for a runner. And he was quick to react.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He can run onto that. Puyol attempts a clearance. Oh, what has happened here? Crossed a big header! No joy, but a decent try.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He gets big! And he's taking no chances there. Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly measured that. And De Bruyne! Off the post! Oh, this looks sharp. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's worked it through. Now, this could be a chance. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Swings in across.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Up he goes! He's put it wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which... So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
We have already started here. Bebeto. And here's Rivaldo. Rivaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Oh, this is a terrific run. That is just brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Barcelona are in front. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed.
Tries a shot! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Takes a shot! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! A finish right from the top drawer! And there's your hat-trick hero! He is simply indefatigable!
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. He's going for goal! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
He's had a shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Zanetti. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos plays a sharp little ball here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's lofted through here. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cannavaro. And Zanetti. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half. Looking to play him in. Azar. Now it's Bebeto. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has put paid to that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ronaldinho. Azar. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Pirlo. Azar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Chips it through. Raya getting this one clear. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And Bebeto! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Rummenigge. He's played it back. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now it's Owen, and it's Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho. A probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Aimed beyond the defence. Dani Olmo. The ball goes in, and it's safely in the keeper's hands. Roberto Carlos. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Baresi. Dani Olmo. Now it's Szoboszlai. Irwin. Looking for the run. Rummenigge finds himself offside. Beckenbauer. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hazard. And this is Owen. Owen! Oh, taken with style! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. He's having a go! Keeper's not concerned by that. And that's that. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Rummenigge, very much... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And here's Dani Olmo. Zanetti. Dani Olmo is onto this. Cleared without hesitation. Can he finish? That's a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now Stefano Fiori, Jim, he was a key player for the Azzurri, was he not? Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Cannavaro concedes a free kick for that. Quickly taken, and here's Del Piero. And the ball's come loose here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's been shifted off it. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds result.
Face to face with the keeper. Shot a goal! He scores! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to pass it through. Suarez gets into a good position. He's found a way through, and a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alvarez with the short one. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Messi. And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Is there any support? He might not need it. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Floated through. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising run he's making on the right. That is lovely. And that's been drilled in. Dani Olmo. And we've reached half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have got another one and kill the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Dani Olmo looking to get on the end of this. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Conte. Fiore.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Alvarez.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Picked out and the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And this is Del Piero. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's tried one! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fiore. Luis Suarez. Zanetti. A man never lacking in drive or determination. Now it's Alvarez. Great defending, strong and determined. Ronaldinho. Fernandez. Rummenigge. Dani Olmo. And it's made its way to him. Dani Olmo has got himself a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
That is some save from De Gea! Delivers the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pinches it off him. Fiore. Rummenigge. Dani Olmo shapes to shoot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Knocks it into space. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Luis Suarez. No, again there's no way through. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that's that. Barcelona can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Del Piero picking up the man of the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He
takes a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always...
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to play it through. Alvarez is in a really good position out wide. Del Piero chasing after it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Fiore. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Fernandez can see things others simply cannot. Rummenigge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Irwin did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Del Piero. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. It's a throw-in. And it's Del Piero. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Szoboszlai! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And he's had a hit! Oh, belter! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Calm, composed, it's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been cut short. Fiore. Messi. Szoboszlai. Bergkamp. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rummenigge. And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Barcelona go into the lead. Luis Suarez!
There will be 3 minutes.
Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, well played, well played. And we hit half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're straight back at it. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pass is just off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Belletti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bergkamp knocks it into space. Rijkaard. Szoboszlai. And it's Bergkamp. Szoboszlai. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Has a look and plays it forward. Fiore. And he's straight offside.
Santos really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Baresi. And that is a little undercooked. And the shot's on here. Del Piero! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Conte. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they can counter here. That is ended up in no man's land. Fernandes. And that's really well manoeuvred.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And time is up. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strengths of Darren Fletcher. Shoots! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davids and Scholes. Looking to play him in. Oh, the ball's come loose here. De Bruyne. Oh, that's well spotted. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Picked out brilliantly. And that has been clubbed away. That'll be a throw. And it's Zanetti. Robson. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Messi. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rummenigge! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked.
Robson! Just a whisker away. Aimed beyond the defence. Dani Olmo is wide and looking to get onto this. Firmly met. It scores! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Big chance! And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Baresi gathers from the goal kick. Batistuta is flagged offside. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And there There's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that means just one thing. Goes for a shot! So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that? And De Bruyne! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's been drilled in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Pullet. Short changes him with that pass. Darren Fletcher. Zanetti. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Eze. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar. And here's Eze. Can he get on the end of this? Bullet! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Bullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that's a throw-in. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rummenigge, Neymar, and he's had it nicked away. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. He has a look up. Neymar! It's Ronaldo, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's an imaginative pass. Irwin. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Hullet. Fletcher does well to stand firm and defend it. And here's Neymar. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game... Can he finish? and he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pullet plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? It's Neymar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Pass somewhat off target. Just about up to 75 minutes. Eze. Not the most accurate pass.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Hullet. And they've got rid. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Rummenigge. And he's there to retrieve it. Irwin. Decent progress down the left. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
There's the shot! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
I think this is just brilliant.
And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Rummenigge, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Announcement. Please
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, this looks sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That ball looks a good one. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Firmly met. There's the shot! Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Neymar goes steaming forward. Out to the right. Hangs in a cross. And that has been cleared. Smoothly does it. Big chance! Oh, that's incredible! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Raul was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief. So
goes for a shot! And he's heaved it away. Zanetti. Rijkaard. McAllister has a shot! Quick look, then plays it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's McAllister. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a sharp pass. Now that takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And now the breakaway. Robson is someone... And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Dinks one through. Cleared without hesitation. And that is a little undercooked. Dani Olmo. Oh, just skips past his man. Batistuta! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Played back to the goalkeeper. Courtois. Baresi. And it's Rijkaard. That's Cannavaro. Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Oh, Red, nice interception. Zanetti. And it's Kukçu. Takes on his marker. That's an imaginative pass. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He is through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking to play him in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rummenigge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
This looks promising. Rummenigge had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Raul. That's a good ball. It's Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Can he get it through? Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Referee has just said play on. Raul. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Fernandes claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.